Move to Vanessa and welcome you to the program, Vanessa. And Trump has already been mentioned, so let's talk about Trump and Gaza.
Yes, Trump continues his disgusting dismissal of the Gazan people in his latest meeting with King Abdullah II in Jordan. Trump pledges to take, not buy Gaza. I'm not sure whether that's worse or better. In meeting with the Jordanian king, and let's just play the video of what Trump actually said.
Where the U.S. would buy Gaza, and today you just said we're not going to buy Gaza.
We're not going to have to buy. We're going to have Gaza. We don't have to buy. There's nothing to buy. We will have Gaza.
What is that?
No reason to buy. There is nothing to buy. It's Gaza. It's a war-torn area. We're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it. We're going to get it going eventually, where a lot of jobs are going to be created for the people in the Middle East. It's going to be for the people in the Middle East, but I think it could be a diamond. It could be an absolute tremendous asset for the Middle East. And you're going to have peace. It's going to bring peace in the Middle East. Gaza, the way it is right now, every 10 years, you're going to have the same thing happening. I've watched it so long, all the death and destruction of Gaza.
I mean, again, I don't think I really have to add to my previous commentary about Trump's statements on Gaza, which are clearly aligned, of course, with the security of Israel. Now, initially, King Abdullah II did seem to bend the knee and was talking about bringing 2,000 injured Palestinian children to Jordan. The statement that he later put out, he reiterated Jordan's steadfast position against the displacement of Palestinians. And effectively what he did actually was to pass the problem over to Egypt. He basically said, look, he's effectively against the displacement of Palestinians. He'll do what's best for the Jordanian people. Of course, more than 2 million Palestinians in Jordan from the original Nakba back in 1948. But he's passing the problem over to Egypt and saying that he'll wait for Egypt's statement and for the meeting or the summit on the 27th. And that, of course, Egypt hosts emergency Arab summit to discuss the serious Palestinian developments. Trump is doing the strong arm tactics of pushing Jordan and Egypt to take displaced Palestinians. Based on the fact that both countries, of course, are completely in debt to the United States and to the Gulf states, and in Egypt's case, certainly, and in Jordan's, to Israel itself. Hamas delays the next prisoner release, which is supposed to be on Saturday at midday, over Israeli violations. As mediators warn the ceasefire collapse is imminent, Israel has still been bombing areas of Gaza, and preventing the return of Palestinians to their homes in the north. So let's have a look at how Trump and Netanyahu's messaging is completely, of course, in lockstep over what will happen if at 12 o'clock on Saturday the hostages are not released. So first, Trump.
Well, I would say this, and I'm going to let that because that's Israel's decision. But as far as I'm concerned, if all of the hostages aren't returned by Saturday at 12 o'clock, I think it's an appropriate time. I would say cancel it and all bets are off and let hell break out. I'd say they ought to be returned by 12 o'clock on Saturday, and if they're not returned, all of them, not in drips and drabs, not 2 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 2. Saturday at 12 o'clock, and after that, I would say all hell is going to break out. And I don't think they're going to do it. I think a lot of them are dead. I think a lot of the hostages are dead. I think it's a great human tragedy what's happened, how people can be that mean to do. I'm speaking for myself. Israel can override it, but from myself, Saturday at 12 o'clock, and if they're not here, all hell is going to break out.
And of course, Trump has taken off all the freezers on supply of weapons and heavy-duty munitions, including bunker buster bombs, to Israel, potentially in preparation for this. And of course, Netanyahu says pretty much the same thing. The ceasefire will end if Hamas does not return hostages by Saturday at noon, and he is threatening already to return the troops to the north of Gaza and to resume war with even greater alacrity than before. So this, combined with what else is going on in the region, which I'll come on to in my next section, does suggest that there is going to be an escalation.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. We'll talk more about that in extra.